Here comes the air cadet, the man who soon will be the air corvette. Today we iron out our flaws and our kinks in the crazy old ink, but tomorrow we fly, we'll be rolling the sky. Each man's a future aid, a flying navigator or a bombardier. When we get wings in the air, we'll be the kings of the air. The nation cheers for what we fear. A man who once were the air cadet. He's been the future aid, a flying navigator or a bombardier. When we get wings in the air, we'll be the kings of the air. The nation cheers. We fear, the men who once were the air cadet.
Gestapo headquarters, Africa, calling Berlin. Come in, please.
Berlin answering Gestapo headquarters. Africa, come in, please.
The daughter of Professor Mason has escaped from caves of Accaban and is with me. I've informed Heiger. He has changed his plan. He is bailing out of Galt's plane. Submarine U-47 is standing by off Rumbo Island to pick him up.
If this plane is found, it will look as if you boys had Galt your prisoner. There are no more parachutes, but you can jump if you wish. Otherwise, I have set the automatic pilot, so this plane will crash into Rumbo Mountain. Heavy landing.
I can't get Galt out of the rear compartment. The door's locked.
Coming down fast.
Yes, and that Smoky Mountain is coming up fast. Come that close to curtains again.
You will, Zombie, in just a few minutes. Look, we're out of gas.
Brace yourselves for a crash landing. I hope that's all for now.
And that's all for a long time. We hit just right to slow our progress instead of nosing up and really getting banged.
You mean you set it down just right?
I agree with that, Scrapper.
Me too.
If we can bring help here by the radio, Mr. Galt can explain everything.
Yes, and the flying cadets won't believe we've disgraced them.
Yes, and all we need to do to make everything perfect is to find out where that secret Nazi headquarters is so we can rescue that Mason girl and clean up the Anchorban mystery.
We have broken surface. You can use the radio. But as I told you, be as brief as possible. You'll take the chance of being spotted by the coastal reconnaissance. Of course.
U-47 calling Gestapo headquarters, Africa. U-47 calling Gestapo headquarters, Africa.
Gestapo headquarters answering U-47. Come in, U-47.
I'll take it. Pratt speaking. What is it?
Heiger speaking. Raum and I are safe.
From Berlin, I shall report as soon as I arrive at your mine.
That will not be necessary, Heiger. I've already reported to Berlin.
No, we can't send with us. Something's jarred out of commission.
Apparently we can receive with it anyway.
These are your orders, Heiger. You are to return to America. Come in, please.
But I was assigned to find the lost caves of Anchorban. Come in.
Berlin agrees with me that you are no longer needed now that Professor Mason's daughter has agreed to take me there. Let me speak with the captain, please.
Captain speaking. Come in.
Admiral, the orders from Berlin and Wilhelmstrasse 77. You are to return to America at once and take Raum and Heiger with you. All planes based on Rombo and other islands will receive their supplies by air transport from our Dakari depot instead of from you.
Rombo? Hey, that's the island we're on now, isn't it?
Instructions received.
That is all. Heiger will not rise to promotion over my head.
Well, there it is. All we need to hear except the location of those Gestapo headquarters.
Well, those Heinies called their headquarters the Dakari Depot, didn't they?
Yeah, but what are we going to do about it? We can't even send a message.
I'm not so sure about that, Jinx. We know there's a German plane on this island, don't we? If we can get to its radio...
I follow you, Danny. But don't forget the Nazis know we're here, too.
That's what's worrying me.
I was about to say it's possible the Nazis will send a party to investigate this crash.
Well, finding us in the jungle won't be as easy as finding our plane. Let's take a walk. Maybe we can find their plane.
Schweinhund. I risked my neck to locate Anchorban, and now...
What is all this fuss about the caves of Anchorban?
Oh, an American named Mason discovered helium there. Another named Galt found out about it. Imprisoned Mason, and he's trying to sell the invaluable deposit to us.
Why pay when we can take it?
Only because until today, nobody except Galt could tell us how to get to those African caves.
That's why we were sent to America, to force the secret from Galt.
Ach ja, ich verstehe Sie. This Mason's daughter will lead Clark to the caves, believing him a friend. And Clark will be promoted, nicht wahr?
Ja.
Das ist nicht so gut.
Just our luck.
Shot put the radio out of commission, huh? Well, what do we do now?
There's just one thing to do, Scrapper. We're taking this plane to Africa. Get the others. We're moving.
Hurry up, fellas. We're moving.
There's a bunch of navigation charts I found, but they're all in German.
I can read them.
There's a lot of space back there for cargo.
You didn't see any drums of gasoline, did you?
No, they must have unloaded everything before we took over.
Haven't we got enough gas?
Quite enough to get us to Africa.
Say, this chart shows the location of the car depot.
Point it out to me, please.
Right there.
We haven't enough gas to make it.
Don't you think we should turn south and land down the coast?
Yes, I do. That'll leave us a little gas in case we need it for an emergency, and take us off the route of the German transports from the island to the depot.
You're right, Mr. Hargrave. The sooner you help me rescue my father, the better.
That's why, Miss Mason, I suggested that you draw a map.
By the time you feel yourself again, Miss Mason, I'll be back in the caves of Anchorban with your father.
All right, I'll do it. But I've got to speak to somebody from United Nations headquarters before you leave.
Yes?
There are two men here to see you, Mr. Hargrave. Very important.
Excuse me, please. Raum? Heiger? What are you doing here?
Orders, Herr Clark. U-47 delivered us. You have to take us to the Dakari depot at once.
Berlin believes that the English have learned about our supply system.
I see. We would have no chance of taking over this territory if they knew of our secret depots.
That's right. Which would also compel us to operate Anchorban secretly, always running the risk of discovery and seizure.
We will leave at once. We should get to the Dakari depot by late tonight.
You don't mind introducing me to Andre Mason, do you?
On the contrary, I intend to introduce you, but when we return.
Why not now?
I'll explain on the way to the depot. I'm sure you'll approve. May I ask a question?
Certainly. What is it?
Galt and the boys. You're sure they're out of the way?
Yeah. Those boys died believing me, the Black Hangman.
Ach ja, the schwarze Henker. But you were, weren't you?
No. It was Herr Galt.
Galt? We better stop at the depot.
Where we get off, isn't it? Won't be long now. We shouldn't land in such open country. How about the radio?
I can't do anything with it.
If I might suggest a plan, why don't you boys investigate the Dakar depot while I try to fix the radio?
That's okay. Then if Dakar is the secret hideout where the Nazis have Andre Mason...
You come back here and we'll radio United Nations headquarters and they'll fix everything, including Anchorban. Then you boys won't have to hide from the authorities.
We'll do it. We've got 2 German Lugers, haven't we?
Yeah, and some extra clips of ammunition I found.
Fräulein Mason is sleeping?
Yeah. I didn't get a chance to speak to you before. What was it Herr Clark wanted you to tell me after he left with Heiger and Raum?
When he returns, he will introduce Heiger to the Fräulein as an intelligence officer from United Nations headquarters.
Ah, so. And I'm to tell Fräulein Mason that Herman has gone to meet such a man. So she will be expecting him, huh?
Ja, and then she will give us the map to Angeban after she talks to him, you see.
And after that, what happens to Heiger and Raum?
Herr Clark will claim they tried to run off with a girl to keep the secret for themselves. What could he do but shoot them?
Jawohl. Mein Herman is a better Nazi than even I suspected.
Danny's navigation is right, and I think it is. This should be Dakar.
Swell. Where the Nazis and Miss Mason? Up trees? Hey, fellas. You hear that? That's Dakari Depot. Maybe it is. Those men on Heine's, they're natives.
Something seems to be doing over there. Hey, that's an English officer.
Yeah, and he's not there because he wants to be.
This secret depot system is interesting, Captain Sheila. And the main dress Arabs to conceal their identity.
That is not a question, Captain Hartley. Your native troops ambushed one of our caravans. Where are they?
So you didn't find them then? I'm glad to hear it.
They were not where you told me.
And how many minutes do you give me to decide whether to lead you to them or to be shot?
5 minutes, Herr Captain.
Scrapper, you and Jinx try to rescue that Britisher when Zombie and I distract the attention of the Nazis.
Right. He will not tell us what we want to know in 5 minutes. Shoot him. Now take him away.
Are those 5 minutes up? 3 to go, but I'm going to start firing ahead of time. Hey, Danny, what do you want? There's ammunition in these boxes. Boy, this'll really start something. What is it? Black powder.
Use this for a fuse. Have you got a match? Yeah.
Stay where you are. Go on, drop them. Scrapper, untie the captain.
As far as I'm concerned, you're a miracle. You came from nowhere just at the right moment.
Our buddy started the fireworks down there to give us a chance to reach you.
Zombie!
We found some black powder.
Yeah, we heard about it.
Here, sir. Take this Luger. We'll hold off the Nazis until you're able to get to your men.
Good. And that won't take long, thanks to you. They're much closer than the Nazis suspect. Thanks, boys.
A young lady by the name of Andre Mason here.
Nicht verstehen.
Setzen Sie die Waffen! Drop those guns! So you're the ones who destroyed our ammunition, eh? What was that you were saying about Fräulein Andre Mason?
Caravan! Caravan! Caravan!
Where did you come from? Why did you ask for Fräulein Mason?
Caravan, Herr Kapitän.
Caravan? Sehr gut. Sir Hartley's men did not ambush it after all. You're responsible for these fools. I want to question them again before I shoot them.
Captain Sheila, you will surrender in the name of His Majesty the King. Use tear gas. Put on your mask.
Tear gas!
We can't go in those caves without gas masks.
Let's find a spot we can watch from. It's a good idea. Then when the fight's over, we might be able to locate the Mason girl.
Mason is here, and this Dakari Depot is the secret Nazi headquarters we're looking for. Those British down there are going to fix up all our troubles for us.